All right, Shalom, this is Partham. And I want to start by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Baal Shem, Yahweh Shai, Baal Shem, Rachak Wadash, the one is to the elder apostles, and the elder bishops of the great millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutation unto the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and all Israelites scattered abroad, who have received this truth, and will continue to endure in the truth until the end, and the same shall be saved by our Lord Yahweh Shai when it returns during World War III to set up the kingdom of the Israelites and destroy our enemies, take these so-called white people, all right, out of the rulership position, which are you Edomites. All right, so I want to play this video and get some precepts, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying.
Call me a colonizer, I'm gonna make you fucking cry, and I'm not gonna feel bad about it, okay? It's not my fault that my ancestors were better at fighting than yours, okay? It's not my fault your ancestors were so bad at fighting they got fucking colonized. Maybe your ancestors should have fucking fought better. Maybe your ancestors should have been better at fighting, but no! They fucking sucked at fighting, and that's why we won. Not my fault.
That's not it. It's not because you Edomites was better at fighting than us Israelites. All right, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which you have conquered. All right, and we are currently your slaves, but things are going to take a turn for the worse for you Edomites and take a turn for the better for us, the Israelites, starting with the elect. Is because prophecy, the word of Yahweh, Baal Shem, Yahweh Shai, the word and he called God and Jesus Christ, already predicted you Edomites to rule over us Israelites. All right, this is Psalm 75 and 4. I said unto the foolish, deal not foolishly, into the wicked lift not up thy horn. Lift not up your horn on high, speak not with a stiff neck. All right, let me see what this say in the NLT. All right, this Psalm 75 and 4 in the NLT. I warned the proud, stop your boasting. I told the wicked, don't raise your fist. All right, which represents your power. All right, that horn represents your power. Don't raise your fist in defiance at the heavens, or speak with such arrogance. You know, these Edomites, they feel like they in control, they ain't gonna never lose it. Verse 6, for no one on earth from east or west, or even from the wilderness, all right, the scripture said the south, in the KJV, shall raise a defiant fist. It is Yahweh alone who judges. Baal Shem Yahweh Shai. He decides who will rise and who will fall. So it was us, the Israelites, time to fall to you Edomites, and you Edomites to rise above the Israelites. But ultimately, the Israelites will put you Edomites into slavery. For Yahweh Baal Shem Yahweh Shai holds a cup in his hand that is full of foaming wine mixed with spices. It says in the KJV, for the hand of Yahweh Baal Shem Yahweh Shai there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and he shall pour out the same. But the dregs thereof, all the wicked, you Edomites of the earth, shall wring them out and drink them. I will declare forever, I will sing praise to the God of Jacob. All the horns of the wicked also will I cut off, you Edomites, all your power. Okay. America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. Europe, all right, all you Edomites in Europe, you're going to be taken out of power. Edomites everywhere around the world, so-called white people, going to be taken out of power. But the horns of the righteous, which is the power of the righteous Israelites, shall be exalted. All right, so there's going to be a turning of the tables, a transferring of power. All right, let's go to Jeremiah 49:12. 49:12. Let's start at 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places. Part of that secret is how this man conquers. How this man conquers. Okay? It's through wickedness. It's through rape, rob, and murder. Alright? It says, I have uncovered his secrets and he shall not be able to hide himself. Yeah, you're not so-called white people. You're not the smartest and the greatest people on the planet. You're the wicked and you're the basest of the men and you're violent in the earth. Alright? It says his seed is spoiled and his brethren and his neighbor, and he is not. Leave thy fatherless children, I'll preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus said Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, which is us, the Israelites, the Most High's chosen people, which weren't created to go into slavery. All right? We wasn't set up to get the first covenant and then go into slavery. We was given the covenant to keep it, to rule forever. But of course, it's all according to prophecy. And under the second covenant, we will rule forever under the promise that was given to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished, you Edomites? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, said Yahweh, that Basra, America, shall be a desolation. This is you, a part of you drinking of that cup, which is the curses, slavery, America being destroyed, a reproach, a waste, and a curse. And all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste, a continual wasteland. All right. I have heard a rumor from Yahweh, an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her and rise up to the battle. And that's what's being built up right now, World War III, to ultimately destroy America. All right. So let's see. Let's go back to more of this Edomite popping shit.
Maybe your ancestors were just weak little bitches.
Calling a white person a colonizer really isn't the insult that you think it is, because you're basically admitting that my ancestors were better than your ancestors. And to my fellow nizers out there, if someone calls you a colonizer, take it as a compliment, because they're basically saying that your ancestors were better at war than their ancestors.
No, you're ultimately saying you're an Edomite. Okay? You're taking pride in so-called white people colonizing. Well, was prophesied for the Edomites to do in the last days. All right?
And that's why their ancestors got colonized. If they didn't want to get colonized, maybe they should have fought harder. Maybe they should have invented...
And who has benefited? Even you Edomites, even this little saltine cracker right here has benefited from Edomite colonization. Nobody. Not even their own people.
Wheel. Maybe they should have pulled a 1776, but they didn't, because they're weak little bitches who got colonized.
And we love it. We love the true Edomite spirit coming out of these Edomites. I don't like an Edomite that smile in my face, but then stab me in the back, as their MO is. I like an Edomite to come and be honest, And that's what she doing. She's showing herself to not be ashamed of her nation's wickedness.
It's not your fault nor your problem. Take it as a compliment, because it is. Your ancestors were better than theirs. That's why your ancestors won the war.
Again, we prove that it was set up by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua for you Edomites to take down us, the Israelites, and put us into slavery. Let's get another one. This is Revelation chapter 13. And let's see. This is Revelation 13:7. And it was given unto him, who? These Edomites, to make war with the saints. Who are the saints? Us, the Israelites. Psalms 50:5. Psalms 148. Was it 140? Let's see. It's Psalms 148 and 14. Let's see. In 14, he also exalted the horn of his people. All right. Which the horn represents power, and his people are the Israelites. So he also exalted the horn of his people. We're going to be exalted above these Edomites. Our power is in the earth the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye Yahweh. All right. So who are the saints? Even the children of Israel. Let's go back. Psalms 137. Salakia. Revelation 13:7. And it was given unto him, these Edomites, to make war with the saints, the Israelites. All right. You get the conquistador savages that came to our brothers in Central and South America that waged war against us. All right. And not honest war. Not we coming to take your land and square up. No, it's we come in peace and we gonna kill you when you turn your back. All right. She acts like she says better a lot. Nigga, please. All right. Hand in hand combat. You ain't never been better than us, the Israelites. All right. This is how you get what you have stolen. This is Sirach 10:8. Because of unrighteous dealings, nigga, y'all niggas make deals of peace. As soon as the nations let their guard down, starting with us, the Israelites, because we established peace between us. Your ass go and break the covenant and start killing niggas. Ain't that what Israel just did? Ain't that what America just did to Iran? All right. Let's get a precept real quick. This is Psalms 55:20. He had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. We made a covenant of peace, and you come against the people you made the covenant of peace with. You break the covenant that you made agreement. You break the covenant between the nation that you're supposed to be at peace with, but through that covenant. All right. So, verse 21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war is in his heart. So you make this covenant of peace through smooth speech. It's going to be peace. We're going to work it out. But war is in his heart. You put forth your hands against such as be at peace with you. His words were smoother than all, yet were they drawn swords. You speaking smooth, but in your mind, you have thoughts of murder and war, swords. All right. So let's go back. Sirach 10:8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So the way you Edomites, you so-called white people, got your kingdom through wickedness, through broken contracts and covenants, all right, through injuries, through murdering people, and getting and taking people resources. Riches got by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another, and the other people are the Israelites. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5. This is riches got by deceit. All right. Let's see. Habakkuk 2 and 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. That thick clay is debt. Look at the American debt. 40 trillion dollars in debt. Okay? So, woe means destruction, judgment unto him that's increasing in that which is not his. You getting rich off of people's other nations' land and resources. Okay? So you bragging is something that's the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and His Son Yahweh shall gonna judge y'all niggas for. Alright, so go ahead. It says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee? Yeah, the consequences of your actions are coming. The chicken's coming home to roost for you, Edomites. And thou shalt be for booties unto them. You Edomites, you're going to get robbed. Ultimately, the riches going to the Israelites. Alright? Whom you niggas love to hate. Because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and all that dwell therein. Woe unto him that coveted an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil, that has consulted shame to that house by cutting off many people, and have sinned against our soul. So you Edomites, you gotta pay. Alright, you have brought shame to the house of Esau. Alright, by your wickedness. Okay, this is Revelation 6 and 4. And there went out another horse that was red. Yeah, you Edomites. Out of warm. Out of warm, which means red. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. So this red horse represents you red devils. Power has been given from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua to take peace from the earth. You're the problem for all the, confusion, all the mourning of the earth, all the problems of the earth, and that they shall kill one another. And that's what's happening. Since you Edomites been on the planet, it's just been nations going at each other's throat. And there was given unto him a great sword. Going back to Genesis, the 27th chapter. Again, another prophecy of you Edomites in these last days ruling the earth and taking people's shit. Alright? This is Genesis 27 and 37. I get to the point. Genesis 27 and 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. This is to you Edomites. You will get the fatness of the earth, which is the resources, and the dew of heaven from above. Alright? The resources of the earth. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. So Esau, so-called white people, will conquer the earth with a sword. Ancient swords, modern swords, even these Edomites have weaponized water, food, diseases, viruses, and shall serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck, which happened after, all right, the reign of King Solomon. All right, so that's the point. Esau was given the blessing to take the fatness of the earth. He was given the blessing of the sword to take the fatness of the earth. All right, so continue your prideful boasting. There's a judgment coming, as Lamentations 4:21 says. Be glad, O daughter of Edom. All right.
Oh, and as far as like the whole, calling white people slaves masters, first off, the majority of white people didn't own slaves. And second, everybody's been a slave, like everybody's ancestors has been a slave at some point. And third, it was actually the Muslims who invented what we perceive as the Atlantic slave trade. The Atlantic slave trade actually started as a Silk Road slave trade, and that slave trade is still going on today. So, yeah, if you want to blame anybody for slavery...
The Muslims ain't invented no slave trade, man. All right. Now, before the transatlantic, you had the trans-Saharan slave trade, which they all came together to put so-called Arabs, came together with so-called whites, so-called Africans, to round up the Israelites and put us in slavery. All right. Mainly of the southern kingdom. Right? So let's go back to Revelation. Let's see what we at. Revelation 18. Let's go there. Revelation 18. And it's like here with 13 and 7. And it was given unto him, these Edomites, to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. All right, so you will overcome us. Yeah, you would make us prisoners of war. All right, you would put us in slavery. And power was given him over all kindreds, tongues, and nations. And who has that power? To rule all the people on the planet. You Edomites. So you're doing nothing but proving our point. That you're the Edomites that's wickedly running the world. Alright? And there's coming a judgment. Let's go here to Daniel 7. It's gonna be brutal. Alright? This is the saints, real quick, in Daniel. Alright? This is Daniel 7:21. And this horn is talking about America. I beheld the same horn made war with the saints. You see, you Edomites, you elite Edomites knew who you was coming to the so-called New World to take land from, to make war with. It was the Israelites. All right, you knew who you was coming to put into slavery during the transatlantic slave trade. It was the Israelites. It was the saints. I beheld the same horn, America, made war with the saints and prevailed against them. Because out of this, Renaissance period, Christopher Columbus conquering the so-called New World, transatlantic slave trade, came America out of this whole situation. All right. It says, until the Ancient of Days came, Yahweh is going to send his son Yahweh Shah, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High. In the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. So the time is coming where we gonna take the world away from you niggas, man. Away from you Israel Edomite niggas. Okay? As it says in the 18th verse, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. That's when Yahweh Shah comes. And in this kingdom, which is going to be on earth, you Edomites going to be in slavery. Revelation 9 and 10. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. You bragging about having us in captivity. Pretty much. Alright? You bragging about being a conquistador. Alright? About being a colonizer. So you put the Israelites into captivity. So you going into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. You're talking about how your ancestors are greater than ours. They killed us with the sword. Y'all prevailed. Y'all overcame. Y'all gonna be overcame. Y'all gonna take major L's in the near future. You average American Edomites around the world are already taking L's. Alright, we know. That's why you made the video, cause your life suck. Here is the patient and the faith of the saints. Alright? So I want to end the lesson off right there. And then just this last part, it says, here's the patience and the faith of the saints. This is what we looking forward to. This is part of what keep us going. Alright? So, Lord, when this lesson was edifying, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, Brakatham, Shalom.